Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Jackson, and I did my real world project at the Columbia office of the Pregnancy Center of Middle Tennessee. They are a faith based organization that helps young women who are pregnant or who are thinking about abortions or who have had abortions. They deal with the subjects, some of the subjects that we've dealt with in class, such as gender justice, politics, and abortion. Some of the services that they offer are ultrasounds, a pregnancy test, partnering classes at the jail, outside mom support group, a men's class, a 12-week course that they try to have in a group setting. This is to help out in the healing process for the young women who have had abortions. They have 8 volunteers that help them, and they have a prayer intercessory team of about 20 women. Their ethical variables and methodologies are their ethic as far as when it comes down to um, their medical ethic and dealing with religion, because they have young women who come to them from religions that have strict um, guidelines as far as not having blood transfusions and all of that. So they will deal with these young women to the best of their ability. And then if they believe that these young women need help past what they can do, they have outside counselors that can help in this particular process. Um, they want to have a class with church leaders. They believe that this particular class will help church leaders to better understand what they do as far as helping these young women to deal with the process of them maybe being unwed and pregnant, or who have dealt with abortions. They believe that choosing life takes a community, and that prayer is a great foundation for these young women. They told me that life definitely brings about a change. They have young women who come to them who believe that their parents will not be accepting of the children because of the circumstances. But they said as these young children grow, life does bring about a change in the grandparents' heart. A lot of these young girls come from abusive relationships, so their goal at the center is to provide them with a family atmosphere and a listening ear. They have an ethic of marriage. Their ethic of marriage is a little bit different from what we've learned at church. They believe in promoting the self worth of these young women to get them to see that they are more than just baby makers. They are there. They are creations of God, and they seek to build these young women's self worth. The center deals with its own issues with the government, being that they do not accept government money. They have to raise their money through churches and individuals. And I thought that that was interesting because they may vote one way, but when it comes down to the funding of the organization, they have to take a different route. Now, the things that I observed that challenged me or affirmed my personal ethics, um, I was interested to know that 88 to 90% of the abortion minded women who came to them decided to have the child after they saw the ultrasound. They said that less than 1% of women who came to them were raped, and they have an ethic of life despite rape. 1/4 of the young women who come to them, 1/4 of them are from church settings, and they have had an abortion. So they don't go to church leaders because we have talked about abortion as being an unforgivable sin. And they believe in pro life, even though they believe that there's a way to address it. And they also believe that mental health and people who are in jail have a connection back to abortion. So this definitely challenged what I thought.